call it a government if you will, the Afghan government's view of the nefarious hand of Pakistan everywhere, the bogeyman that was Pakistan. And I say it's imagined because I did not see it. I did not see it. Time and time again, we were told to look out for the influence of even just northern Pakistani fighters, or indeed the hand of the ISI. It was never, ever there. My loyal interpreter for 2 tours, who was an expert in language, we would go out and fight every day, and the nature of the way the Taliban communicated and the nature of our communications, we could listen to them. We would listen to them talk us into the fight. They would chat. It's like a sort of game of communications chess. Not one piece of Urdu, not one Pakistani accent, not one piece of evidence for the ISI colonel who was controlling events. It just didn't exist. It was in the minds of other people. Now, for me, I would not judge it if it did exist. I think it is only normal, right and proper to keep a weather eye on the events going on in your northern neighbour. To use a Afghan saying that's come into English, to have a dog in that fight. I don't know whether there was any involvement there, but it seemed sane to me. Was undeniable. I do not, I'm a soldier. It's not my place to comment. What the provenance of that money was, I do not know, but there was buckets of it in Kabul. But more worrying was attitude. The attitude that was amongst the Afghan army that everything is Pakistan's fault. When is your arm? A conversation I had with one, they were developing, when they wanted our mentoring to finish, when they wanted to go. We feel as an Afghan army we'll be at the right level when we can invade Pakistan. I was like, whoa. That's quite a harsh chat. Where's this coming from? And there seemed to be, somebody was generating a view that Pashtunistan, whatever you want to call it, was a good idea for Afghanistan. Somehow, the northern bit of Pakistan belonged to Afghanistan. But somehow they weren't blaming Durand. They weren't blaming us for drawing moot lines on pieces of paper. They were blaming Pakistan. And this sort of thing was more tangible. I'm not, as I said, equally understandable, but it certainly was more apparent. So I felt that this increasing Indian influence in Kabul, this alleged